look at yourself in the mirror and stop pretending that victory is somewhere in the distant future. It's already inside you. The scars you hide, the nights you stayed awake questioning yourself, the doubts that once whispered you weren't enough, those are all trophies. Every moment you thought you couldn't and still did, every tear you swallowed that strengthened your jawline and steadied your hands. That is proof that the verdict is in. You have already won. The court of life has spoken and the judgment is clear. Success is yours. The evidence? Your persistence, your resilience, the quiet power of getting up when the world tried to pin you down. That's not a beginning. That's not the journey. That's the outcome. File closed, favor returned. They're next. Dressing like you won is not about a fabric, a label, a brand. It's about embodiment. Every thread you wear should whisper to the world that you are untouchable, that you have passed the trials that would have broken anyone else. But most importantly, it's about what you tell yourself when no one is watching. Look at the clothes you put on. Are they armor? Are they a signal? Every choice you make about how you present yourself must remind your soul that you already claimed victory. Your energy, your posture, your gaze. That's what tells the story. The world doesn't need to know your struggle, but your presence should carry the undeniable weight of a life won. Confidence is not loud. Confidence is a quiet storm that the people around you feel before they see. And when they notice, they will know you are untouchable. Not because of ego, not because of arrogance, but because the story is written, the chapter is finished, and the ending is yours. Think about the power of perception. Life is an exchange of energy, and the way you show up determines how the world responds to you. Dressing like you won is about asserting dominance over your own narrative. It's about telling the universe, I am no longer waiting for permission. I have earned this space, this moment, this respect. You carry no debt of approval to anyone. Every stitch of your outfit, every careful move of your hand, every subtle shift of your stance can be a declaration. You're not asking for acknowledgement, you're demanding it through the quiet power of presence. This is the education people miss. Winning is not only about achievements, awards, or social metrics. Winning is a state of mind, and what you wear, how you carry yourself, is the bridge between internal victory and external recognition. Let's talk about the human side of victory. Winning is not easy. No one walks through fire without getting burned. No one emerges from chaos unscarred. And yet, it is those scars that become your signature. The reason you look untouchable is that you have been touched by struggle and didn't crumble. The reason your steps are firm is that you have stumbled and kept moving. Dressing like you won is not vanity, it is acknowledgement. A daily lesson in self-respect. Every time you choose to present yourself with care, with intent, with purpose, you teach yourself that your life is valuable, that your mind deserves clarity, that your energy deserves to be honored. This is where many people falter. They look for external approval, for social validation, for likes, comments, empty applause. But real victory comes from internal recognition, the quiet, unshakable belief that you are already ahead, even if the world hasn't caught up yet. And here's where the dark part comes in. Life is ruthless, and people will doubt you. People will try to rewrite your story. People will act like you're not the protagonist. But the beauty of winning is that you don't have to explain it. The verdict is already written, and you have proof. Your persistence, your work, your results. They might whisper, they might judge, they might even try to imitate. Let them. Imitation is the sincerest form of acknowledgement you'll ever get. Dressing like you won is a silent answer to every doubter, every cynic, every voice that once told you that you weren't enough. Let your presence answer louder than any argument. Your style, your poise, your energy, they become the unspoken sentences of your biography. And trust me, it terrifies those who underestimated you. They see the difference between someone who survived and someone who thrived. And you are the Lahal, the latter. But let's not make this about arrogance. Dressing like you won is also about responsibility. You have to understand the impact your energy has on the people around you. When you dress, move, and speak with the weight of someone who has already won, you set a standard. People will look at you and subconsciously measure themselves against your discipline, your dedication, your results. Use that power wisely. Inspire, educate, lead by example. A true victor doesn't only bask in personal glory, they elevate everyone around them, showing that success is possible with the right mindset, right effort, the right decisions. This is a lesson people overlook. Style without substance is empty. Confidence without humility is fragile. True victory is complex, layered, dark, and deep. It is both a personal triumph and a quiet educational legacy. Here's a truth not many will tell you. Life doesn't hand out rewards for participation. It doesn't mark you present and call it winning. Every win comes with evidence, whether it's scars, knowledge, resilience, or reputation. Dressing like you won is an act of self-documentation. You're showing yourself and the world that you understand the value of what you've earned. That education is crucial. When you teach your younger self or someone looking up to you that appearance is more than superficial, that it's a reflection of internal strength, you create a chain of influence that matters. You're telling them your journey is valuable, your growth is measurable, your presence is proof. And when your audience sees that, they stop seeing just clothes. They see discipline, courage, victory, and possibility. This is also where the subtlety of darkness plays its role. Victory is not always celebrated. The world is messy. People are often bitter. People are often broken, and they will try to drag others down. Dressing like you won is a quiet rebellion. It's a shield against negativity. When you embody your victory fully, you are untouchable by petty opinions. You're no longer fighting for validation. You're fighting for impact. You're no longer proving yourself to everyone else. You are proving it to the one person who matters the most, you. And the satisfaction of that realization is almost intoxicating because it's permanent. They might question, they might doubt, they might whisper, but the file is closed. You have already won. And they are next in line to witness the power of someone who embraced their own victory fully. Let's take a pause here and acknowledge something important. If you are watching this, if you are listening, if your heart is beating right now, it means you are alive, and alive is already a chance. Every day you wake up is an opportunity to dress like you won, to walk, speak, think, act like someone who already passed the trial, someone who is already ahead. And if this message resonates with you, if your spirit feels the shift, take a second to do something that matters. Comment below what victory looks like for you. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, someone who doubts themselves. Hit that subscribe button so you never forget your own value, because the world will try to. This is not just motivation, this is education. You are learning to master the art of presence, the art of embodiment, the art of quiet dominance. Winning is lonely sometimes. The higher you rise, the fewer people understand the weight of your journey. Some will celebrate, many will not. And that's okay. Their applause is not necessary. Your reflection is enough. Every morning, as you choose your outfit, ask yourself, does this reflect victory? Does this reflect strength? Does this reflect someone who has endured, survived, and triumphed? If the answer is yes, wear it like armor. Wear it like a banner. Wear it like a reminder that nothing in the world can take back the moments you fought for, the nights you endured, the days you sacrificed. This is your education. This is your growth. This is your humanity. Victory is not a one-time event. It is a habit. It is the way you enter a room, the way you speak in silence, the way you carry your energy before anyone even notices your appearance. Dressing like you won is the daily practice of that victory. It is choosing the clothes, the posture, the expression, the mindset that reflects someone who has faced storms and walked out with their head high. Life does not reward intention alone. It rewards execution. That means showing up consistently as the person who has already won, even on the days when the mirror lies to you, even on the days when your energy feels low, even when the world tries to whisper that you aren't enough. Victory is stubborn. Victory is relentless. And if you want to embody it fully, you must be relentless too. You must understand one thing about human nature. People are drawn to what they recognize, and they recognize strength, resilience, and proof of victory more than they recognize ambition or dreams. Dressing like you won teaches the world, silently and undeniably, that you are someone who not only survived life's tests, but also mastered them. When you carry yourself in that way, you educate everyone around you, not with lectures or advice, but through presence. Your actions, your appearance, your energy become lessons in self-mastery. You teach people that success is not just about luck, talent, or timing. It is about preparation, persistence, and the decision to rise when everyone else would have fallen. That is the kind of education you cannot download. You cannot fake it. You have to live it, breathe it, and wear it like armor every single day. And let's be clear, this is not about arrogance. Dressing like you won is about accountability. It is about recognizing that you are responsible for your own narrative. Every choice, every habit, every interaction, every decision contributes to the proof that the file is closed in your favor. When you dress, move, and act like someone who has already won, you are making a declaration to yourself first and foremost. You are telling yourself, I have endured the fires of my life, and I will no longer shrink in their shadow. The reflection in the mirror becomes a daily report card, reminding you that your efforts are measurable, your progress undeniable, and your energy unmatched. And here is the education hidden in that reflection. No one else will grade your victories for you. You must acknowledge them, internalize them, and then broadcast them to the world, not with words, but with presence. You must also learn to thrive in silence. One of the darkest truths about victory is that not everyone will celebrate it. People are often too focused on their own struggles to recognize the victories of others. Some will envy you. Some will doubt you. Some will act as if your success is undeserved. But here's the power of dressing like you won. You do not need their approval. You do not need their applause. The court has already ruled in your favor, and the verdict is permanent. Your victory is not defined by external voices. It is defined by your resilience, your discipline, and your ability to rise despite doubt, despite fear, despite fatigue. And when you learn to thrive in that silence, you teach a subtle but powerful lesson. Real success is not noisy. It is deep, it is patient, it is relentless, and it is unshakable. Let's talk about attention to detail, because this is where many people fail. Dressing like you won is not just throwing on the first outfit you see. It is a deliberate act of self-respect. Every piece you wear, every choice you make, sends a message to the universe. Do your shoes carry confidence? Does your posture radiate control? Does your gaze speak of someone who has already endured the battle and walked out victorious? When you learn to control these small elements of presentation, you control perception. You educate people about the power of intentionality. You are teaching them that discipline is beautiful, that preparation is magnetic, that the smallest gestures carry enormous weight, and this is transferable. This is not just about clothing. This principle applies to communication, to work ethic, to relationships, to mindset. Dressing like you won is the rehearsal for every other domain of your life. Here's a lesson most people never learn. Victory is psychological long before it is physical or material. If you have conquered your own doubts, fears, and insecurities, the external world becomes trivial. Dressing like you won is the psychological reinforcement of that conquest. The clothes, the grooming, the energy, they are mirrors of your inner state. And when your inner state is unshakable, the outer world cannot intimidate, distract, or manipulate you. People may underestimate you. They may criticize you. They may try to dismiss your power, but none of it matters. The file is closed in your favor. They are next. And the quiet, constant, unwavering reminder of your own victory in every action you take is the most intimidating power of all. There is also an educational lesson here about responsibility and influence. When you embody victory fully, you become a silent teacher. You show others that they too can rise above doubt and adversity. You show them that struggle does not disqualify them from success, it qualifies them. You teach by example that life's trials are not punishments, but opportunities to forge resilience, clarity, and power. When someone sees you walking through life as though the universe has already acknowledged your worth, they start asking themselves, why not me? That is the quiet ripple effect of dressing like you won. You are not showing off. You are elevating the standard of possibility for everyone who encounters your energy. That is education disguised as presence. That is power without explanation. That is victory fully realized. And here's where the darkness fuels the fire. Life can be cold. It can be unfair. It can be cruel. People will test your limits, try to push you down, try to convince you that your success is temporary or undeserved. But when you have internalized your victory, when you dress, move, and act like someone who has already won, you become untouchable by the petty noise around you. They will whisper, they will speculate, they will judge, but their energy does not belong to you. You have claimed your space, your confidence, your purpose. You are immune to their doubts because you have the proof inside you: resilience, experience, and unwavering self-recognition. And this is another lesson for your audience. The ultimate form of education is self-reliance. Do not look for validation outside of yourself. Look for evidence inside yourself. You have endured. You have overcome. You have won. File closed. And if you are listening right now, truly listening, take a moment. Think about the small ways you can manifest victory in your daily life. Start with appearance, yes, but don't stop there. The way you speak, the way you plan, the way you execute tasks, all of it is part of your armor, your victory, your presence. Comment below about one thing you will change tomorrow to embody this lesson. Share this video with someone who needs the reminder that they already have what it takes. Hit that subscribe button so that you never forget that your victories are permanent, even when life is noisy and unpredictable. Because this is more than motivation, it's education. It's a blueprint for presence, power, and influence that lasts beyond fleeting applause. And finally, remember this: victory is not a destination. It is a lifestyle. It is the accumulation of small, deliberate actions that reflect the mindset of someone who has already passed every test they were meant to face. Dressing like you won is a visual, psychological, and spiritual declaration of that fact. The file is closed, the verdict is permanent, the world is next in line to witness what happens when someone embraces their own triumph fully. Do not wait for recognition. Do not wait for applause. Do not wait for approval. Walk, move, act, dress, and think like someone who has already won, because you have. And the people who doubted, who questioned, who opposed, they are next to learn the lesson of your quiet, unshakable power. Now, let's address a truth most people refuse to admit. Victory is uncomfortable. It doesn't come in comfort zones, in soft chairs, in safe routines. Victory comes from choosing to endure when every part of you wants to quit. It comes from staring into chaos and saying, "I don't care if it burns, I will keep moving." Dressing like you won is a reflection of that endurance. Every outfit, every gesture, every step is a reminder that you walked through discomfort and didn't fold. You've learned that life isn't about the easy applause or the instant recognition. It's about showing up when nobody is watching, when the world is dark and cold, when doubt is screaming. That is the true education of power. You become proof that resilience is the ultimate currency and that nothing in life can erase what you've truly earned. Understand this: the external world is messy and inconsistent, but your internal narrative is your anchor. People will try to define your success by their standards, try to measure your worth with their limited vision. But if you have internalized your victory, nothing external can touch you. Dressing like you won is a daily lesson in reclaiming control over your story. It's about aligning your mind, your energy, and your actions with the truth of your achievements. Every morning, as you look in the mirror, as you pull on your clothes, as you prepare to step into the world, you are asserting dominance over your own narrative. The lesson here is critical. Education is not only about knowledge, but about self-mastery. Your first teacher is always yourself, and when you educate yourself in resilience, presence, and intentionality, you will never again rely on anyone else to validate your worth. Yeah, here's another lesson many people miss. Your victory is contagious. When you dress like you won, when you walk, speak, and breathe like someone who has already triumphed, you shift the energy of everyone around you. People feel it. They may not know exactly why, but they recognize power. They recognize discipline. They recognize clarity. And when your energy shifts, the room shifts. That is influence, and influence is education in action. You are teaching without speaking. You are leading without announcing it. You are inspiring without preaching. And this is the subtlety that separates ordinary people from those who change the world. You don't need permission to make an impact. Your presence alone is enough. This is the lesson your audience needs to learn. Personal growth and influence are inseparable, and they start with the way you carry yourself every single day. Let's talk about the patience of victory. Many people believe winning is instant, but that is a myth sold by the world to distract you. Real victory is slow, deliberate, and painstaking. It is a series of decisions, habits, and actions stacked over months, years, sometimes decades. Dressing like you won is a visual manifestation of that patience. It tells the world, and more importantly yourself, that your success was not lucky, Not sudden, not borrowed. It was built brick by brick, moment by moment, choice by choice. Every decision you make today is an investment in tomorrow's dominance.